Do you want to redo that whole thing?
No, it's perfect.
Okay. Because I'm like,
No, it's okay. Okay. So how important are the test scores of standardized tests for you as far as your children and their education?
I wouldn't go to a school that had low test scores, probably because I want the curriculum to be challenging enough that the kids are learning at grade level or above. So I would want I feel like schools sometimes have to teach to the middle, and so if there's higher test scores, then the kids are obviously, that's where the teaching level is going to be, the higher level of what the test scores are. So if a school is really struggling academically or test scores, I would probably question that. So it would make a difference.
Perfect. And at what age did your children start taking standardized tests?
Nobody has except for Nolan, but he takes the alternative test. I don't think they do standardized tests until 2nd grade. So I have a 1st grader and a preschooler.
Okay.
So really I haven't had that experience yet.
Okay. And then in regards to Nolan,
Okay.
how do you feel the standardized testing has affected him? Do you feel like it's fair to him? Do you feel like it has affected his education at all?
No, because we've always chosen to do the alternative. He is part of his disabilities is language and ability to communicate, and so we have done some private, like psychological and academic and intelligence testing, and he always struggles even to answer the questions, not necessarily because he doesn't know the answers, but because he doesn't know how to say the answers or articulate what he's trying to say. So we've kind of always chosen to do the alternative test for him.
And then oftentimes the curriculum reflects the test instead of just an overall, general knowledge of what children at that age should know. Do you feel like there's that it should be focused on the test and what is going to be taught in the test and teaching to the test is important? Or do you feel like tests should be limited and they should not be taught to, I guess?
Well, I think the assumption is that the test is based on what you think a child should know at that grade level. So in that way, if you're teaching to the test because children by 3rd grade should know multiplication, so you make sure they know multiplication, I would be okay with teaching to the test. If you're teaching specific problems that are going to make them get a correct or not correct answer just to pass or do well on the test, that doesn't seem very, honest. So I guess it's more important based on the curriculum that's appropriate, and the test should match that. But I know that there's a lot of pressure to make the reverse of that, to teach to do well on the test. So I don't know if I'm answering your question.
No, you are, absolutely.
Okay.
And I think that's all my questions.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Welcome.
Hi, my name is Luke. I'm in 1st grade. I'm 7 years old, and I go to Bird Rock Elementary School.
So Luke, first I would like to know, what is your favorite subject?
To play Wii.
No, your favorite subject in school.
Wall.
What is that?
It's the game where you use your fist and you try to make it bounce each one time and then make it hit the wall and then go back to you. And then whoever messes up and does something like hit it off in the course loses, and then the next person comes onto the court.
Is that gym? Something you do in gym?
No, we just do it at recess.
Oh, recess. What kind of things do you like to do, like math, reading, science, something like that?
I like computers.
You like computers?
Yeah.
Do you have computer class?
Yeah.
That's cool. So, do you have a favorite teacher that you've ever had?
Yeah.
Who?
Miss Warren.
And why is she your favorite teacher?
Because she's nice, kind, not strict, and very fun and lovable.
Those are nice things to say. Why do you think she's not strict?
Because she doesn't really get angry that much, and she doesn't yell, and she just kind of doesn't, be rude.
That's cool. Do you get good grades in school?
No.
No? What kind of grades do you get?
I just get homework.
Do you get A's and B's and C's? Do you get check marks and plus signs and that kind of stuff?
No.
What's on your report card?
I don't have a report card. My teacher just tells it to me.
Just tells it to you. What does she tell you?
She just says, look at a great day, and nothing happened, and he didn't do anything bad.
Oh, that's good. And so, do you ever have tests?
Yeah.
Are tests hard for you?
No,
You like tests? You like them, or are they just easy?
they're just easy.
Do you ever take tests that are like for a very long time and all the kids in the whole school take it?
Yeah, sometimes.
Do you know what it's called? When I was little, it was called the CAT test.
No,
You don't remember? Was it hard?
no,
Was it something... Are you sure all the kids took it? Like not just your class, but all the kids?
yeah.
Yeah. Was it where you had to fill in little bubbles on a page? Yeah. Do you know what that test means?
No,
Did your teacher tell you if it was important for you to do good on it?
yeah.
She did. Do you remember her talking about it a lot, or do you remember studying for it?
We usually study twice or once a day.
Once a day for that test?
Yeah, sometimes twice.
Is it for that test specifically or for all tests?
I think for that, test.
That one test? Okay. Well, that's all I wanted to know. Thank you very much for your help.
You're welcome.
So after interviewing the individuals that I interviewed, I found some pretty interesting information. I found that Kristen, who is a new mother, didn't really consider what it would be like or after she had a child as far as the school she would send them to, school district or standardized testing. But now, only after having a child for 4 months, it's forefront in her mind to find a home in a better school district, to start considering standardized test scores. And she's also started considering what those standardized tests will do for her child. As you could see, she was a little bit shocked when I told her that some standardized tests start in preschool, and she said that she thought maybe 3rd grade would be a good start. And on the other hand, you could look at Mary, who's a professor and very involved in her children's school. She has 3 kids already, 1 in special education, that the standardized test meant a whole lot to her. And she based all of her decisions for her kids on the test scores. She said that her kids do not start standardized testing until 2nd grade. And after looking that up on the San Diego Unified website, it does say 2nd grade. What was interesting is that her son, who's in 1st grade, said that he has taken a standardized test when I described it to him in layman's terms. I thought that was very interesting. In conclusion, after I've conducted all my interviews, personally, I found them very interesting. I can see that there would be a discrepancy between a mom who just had a baby to a seasoned mom of 3 children. And I enjoyed doing the interview, finding that difference, getting a sense of opinion from all the moms, and also the child, and getting his interview and his take on his teacher and his classroom and testing. I found all that very interesting, and I'm glad I did the interview. Thank you for watching my presentation.